Hey everyone, it's Jeremy here from JeremyNoelJohnson.com. And I want to do this quick video for all of you to show you and have you think about what you spend your time doing. Now this is a very important question because generally we don't really pay attention to what we're doing until hours have passed. And I have a browser here open, Google Chrome, and I have some bookmarks here at the top. And this is my standard set of bookmarks, and right away there's a problem with this set of bookmarks. I've got Google Mail, my AdSense account, my Analytics account, my Twitter account, and my Facebook account, and then my personal website. I don't know if you can see the problem with this or not, but I can. Here's how a typical evening or morning sometimes works for me. I click on Google Mail and I spend about 10-15 minutes looking at email, responding to people. Then I'll check my AdSense account and see if anyone's clicked on my ads. Then I'll look at my Google Analytics just to see if people have visited my websites. Then I look at Twitter and see if people are communicating on Twitter. And finally, we have Facebook. And I look to see what people are saying on Facebook. Now, the problem here is the time that I spend doing these things and that I've seen myself spend doing these things. And this is something that I want to address more for myself than anyone else, because I find that throughout the day I'll just be sitting there and say, well, let's check email. It's just bookmarked right here. Let's check it. Let's just check these things. And what happens is 30 minutes have gone by and all I've done is browsed around. Not really learned a lot, maybe a little bit. But I think there's a much more effective use of your time that you can spend looking at your social networking sites. And I think the very first thing that I'm going to do is something that I recommend you do. And that's you delete your bookmarks to these stat tracking, money tracking, social networking websites. They're gone now. I just deleted them. What this is going to do for me is make it so I don't easily just click them and check them throughout the day. And I think that's very helpful, because now if I want to check them, I have to go to the URL, type it in. It's still easy, but it's more work. And I think the better approach is, instead of just randomly clicking on your stat tracking, your money tracking, and social networking sites, is to schedule time to look at these things and then come up with a plan as a result of doing so. So for example, I can go to twitter.com and I'm going to sign in, and I'm going to look at my Twitter account, and I can spend this time looking at important things that I want to take note of. The Inner Mary Kay sure has a lot to say right now, and that's okay. She's an awesome person. But the point is, I can take 5 minutes at the end of a day and say, I'm going to go to Twitter, I'm going to take a few websites that people think are important and put them in a document or something. And what I think this will do is save me from spending a half hour on Twitter accomplishing nothing. And the same thing goes for Facebook. You could go to Facebook, and instead of just browsing what people are saying, go there with the intent of finding 3 useful things that people are saying and then store them for later. Maybe post something, another 5 minutes. So now we have 10 minutes in a day instead of probably an hour, and you've really saved yourself some time instead of frivolously clicking around and wasting your time. So that doesn't stop there. Google AdSense and Google Analytics for my website. I don't know about some of you, but I've developed a bad habit of checking those constantly, and that can lead to 30-40 minutes of time a day that's wasted. And doing this just eats up time that could be productively used. I think it's a better idea to check your AdSense and Analytics at the end of a week, and then spend a half hour and make adjustments based on what you think you should do. And if you do that 30 minutes at the end of the week instead of 20-30 minutes a day, you're going to save yourself 2 hours of time, or a large chunk of time, even more than 2 hours. Let's see, 30 minutes a day, yeah, that's 3.5 hours a week. So you might save yourself 3 hours, which you could be doing something productive with. And I just wanted to do this video to show you guys that clicking around and browsing stuff can really eat up your time. And I understand it's easy to do. It's so easy with the web to just click around and see what's going on. But if you take the time to schedule what you are doing so that you know at any given moment what you're going to be doing, you'll find a power in what you are accomplishing. You'll find a focus. And I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to cut out your bookmarks to the things you like to click on the most. And I challenge you to save time each week from browsing things that you don't need to browse that much to get value out of, like Facebook, Twitter, Google Analytics, Google AdSense, and whatever else you have that you're browsing. That's the end of this video. Something to think about, what you spend your time doing. Thank you all, and I look forward to talking to you next time.